I had to stream this so that I could get it recorded, but this is probably one of the most beautiful trades that I've had in a long time. I started off with the funded account today, and I traded last night and lost $2,000, and I was not very happy with myself at all. Like I literally got sick to my stomach enough that I had to go to the bathroom, and it was not good. Like I did not feel good. I think Taco Bell might have had something to do with it, but anyway. So here we are in profit at this point and available $1,330 for the day. And after this trade, I'm done. Like I might be done for the week. I'm just gonna shut it off and call it because that's just crazy money. Like I'm literally to the good right now. If I just stop right here, and I'm not even I'm more than halfway to my trade. I'm gonna hit 800. No, I need to hit a little bit more than that because I have commission fees. Um, and definitely need to cover those. But it's going up. It's gold. It's Friday. It's gonna go up, and it's gonna hit this prior target. If you go to the 30-minute candlesticks and you kind of zoom out some, there's a fair value gap right here of, I mean, look at that, solid, and that's what we hit on yesterday, guys. So these fair value gaps are nothing to play with, and I've got my stop loss at right below the tip of that red bar. So as soon as that gets up there, and it's literally right there, bro. So as soon as it gets to this blue line, this blue line is the money, um, right there, and it's gonna hit. Like it's gotta hit. But whew, guys, this is just beautiful. Like I cannot believe that I got down $2,000, recovered the 2,000, and am up almost $1,000 right now. I'm
So
putting the
good.
stop loss there, and I'm getting out because you're not even allowed to make that much a day. but but that was a beautiful trade, and it was poised to go up from the get go down here when everything was below the 20 down here at this point. And actually my entry was supposed to be over here, but I'm one that I don't like to let it ride up like that because I just get so nervous. And I mean, you've seen there's still $400 that I can grab right here. Why do that when you've got that much locked in profits? Take it and get the hell out. Like I'm $600 good for the day after losing 2,000, almost blowing my account. Like I was literally like $5 from death on this account, and it's over. And then you have to restart the whole process over and over and over again. Now, am I going to get back in this? Probably so, but it's only going to be with one contract, not two. And it's going to be on the 1 minute stick where I can see what I'm doing with it after this retracement and get a little bit more action out of it. But oh my God, thank you Jesus. That's all I can say because that's miracle money. I'm literally tore up in my stomach. What an emotional roller coaster to be down, and this happened yesterday. I was down 2000. I was down 23 or $2,400, and came right back firing on all cylinders and made 30 or 3,500 profit to get funded. 2 days ago, that's what it was. And then activated my account yesterday and started playing with it last night, and it chopped me up. And I'm like, and I mean, there was literally, there's no way to lose that bad that consistently. It was just like something is up. But it was like after the markets opened in New York session, I was totally fine. So apparently, I'm not going to be trading at night anymore. I'm just going to trade the New York session and let that be it. Because, see, in China, they don't have liquidity like we do here in America. They don't let you trade with leverage like they do here in America. So there's a lot more money moved during the day, and it moves totally different. And with gold, as I've explained on my videos before, gold moves in such a particular fashion. So on Friday, all of these traders have all this money and access liquidity that they have to put somewhere in the markets so they don't have to pay taxes on that money and have that money sitting in their hand. Why would you do that? So you put it into an equity such as gold, because gold holds its value, right? And so on Fridays, let's zoom out here and you'll see what I'm talking about. We'll go to the 60 minutes. We'll go to the hour. So this is the start of today, and it literally started going up because they've got to put their money somewhere. I mean, it only makes sense. So they're putting their money in gold to secure it over the weekend. That way they don't have to sit here and pay taxes heavily.
Order filled.
And we're going to go ahead and get back in this because look, that's another 400. If I wanted to be technically greedy about it and go to the dotted line on this thing, that's not even an updated price, I don't think. No, it's not. Yeah, I'm at all right now. Even with it retracing like this, I'm totally fine with it. If I lose $200, I'm still okay with it because I really don't care. I'm to the point where I'm happy. Then I'm seeing profit. Period. And it's going to hit my stop loss. No, it's not. It stopped. It stopped right above it. Thank God. So come on up here and get this $480 for me. Come on, buyers. Let's buy this stuff. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, baby. Get that momentum, honey. Get that momentum. Actually, this needs to be below that white tick right there on that stick. The wick. I said tick. It's been a long morning. It has been a long morning. I've been sweating bullets and coffee. Come on, baby. Come on back up. That's support, and that's buyer support. This is strong buyer support here. And then it's switching over the RSI and bouncing back up, so that's a good news. And we're going to see this $480 hit on this chart. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. All right, so we're up 600, and we are realized total profit is 669.50, and it's going to keep going up. It keep going up, and keep going up, and keep going up, and keep going up until it gets right about there. Boom, it's going to quit. But I'm going to take it off of that 80 and just do 250.9. I like that better. Just like I said, because I'm not greedy. I'm willing to take that $70 right now, like I'm not even playing. But I know it's going to go up even more. Because this is a strong buyer stick. And here it goes. Yeah, you want a little bit of a seller action first, because then that means it's going to go up the rest of the way. See? I know how these markets move. I have studied this for too long. Like, and the thing is, though, is I didn't trade. I only studied the markets, and it's like watching a football game versus actually playing the sport itself. And now that I'm a considered professional day trader, you're looking at me going out and playing a football game and not having a playbook, not knowing. I don't know the latest thing, anything about football. I know that Taylor Swift dates a football player, Kelsey. I stopped following football whenever Titans lost the Super Bowl, and we lost McNair whenever he died. That's whenever I fell out of football completely, because he was my hero. Like he was one of my heroes in my life that I really looked up to. I didn't know that he had a good big thing for young girls, but he did. They were, she was legal, but still, like he was 40 and she was 18 or 21, something like. I mean, she was very young, but God bless his soul. You know, he was a good dude and did a lot for the community. Um, but he just liked them young, so that's where that went. But so we're trying to hit this as a professional football player without having a playbook. And I've got a playbook, but I don't know how to play the game. So I'm kind of like the coach telling the stick where to go and what to do. It's a whole different ball game when you're actually playing the game itself. So you can study the charts all day, and you can study technical analysis, you can study strategies, but when it comes down to the bottom line, and you got to know your stuff. You've got to utilize. Look, I'm using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 indicators, 7 indicators really, if you count the EMA, the 200 EMA. That is basically your tools. So that kind of gives you the vision of where the end zone is and how you're going to get there. All of these things have to line up perfectly. And whenever they do, you're in for a really good treat. And it's crazy overnight session losing that much money. And I literally can't tell you how. Like, I just looked at my account and I'm like, what? I'm about to blow this account this fast? I just paid the activation fee. And literally it happened 2 days ago. And I'm just like, how? And it was the goofy order quantity thing with my mouse wheel. I was doing 3 contracts, or no, 20 contracts on the MNQ, and I'm like, how am I running 20 contracts? And I would hit like the buy sell button, either one of these, buy or sell. I would hit it, and it would say order filled, and I'm like, order filled, or order canceled, or something like that. It was something like that where it just like immediately closed my trade, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? And it was taking my trade and shutting it off because of the stop limit thing, but it would leave it in. And I'm like, what is this? So it would take my trade off, and I'm just like, I don't get it. So look, guys, I was showing, this is a really solid trade. We're just going to take this 100 and whatever and run with it. 160, 140, 150 bucks, whatever that was. And we're out. Because at the end of the day, I have definitely felt like I have gambled, and I don't like that, because I'm supposed to be a professional day trader with strategies that I have used since I started trading this account today. But last night I was using my same strategy and it was not working, and it just piled up in debt. But today I've ridden gold all the way up. Gold saved my account today. Look at this. It has rode all the way up since the opening session. That's insane. There was a lot of chop here, but then it finally gained momentum and took off. And that's where I've made my money today, right here in gold. And it's all charted out. It stayed right in this zone and busted out of the zone that I had it being in. And that's what really, I started trading gold right about here in this pivot. And whenever it double bottomed, that gave me even more support to continue trading it. So that's where this profit has come from. I've got to see it hit this line, though, the 2651. I've got to see it hit this, because that was my original stop loss, and that's not too far away. And it's trying, and then look, and if I were trading, I would go in to short, because, and this is not a signal to anyone, but this is above the 80, 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 and the RSI is going down. So that is a cue to enter as a signal for short. But that's my strategy, and it's within the Bollinger Band in the middle, and it's above the 200 EMA by quite a significant amount. Like, it would have to literally tank. And the ticks in gold, As you can see, this is 2649. No, 2647.9. And this is 2632. So that's not really a lot of monetary difference. But when you've got a contract on this thing, oh, it's a lot. And it can mean, the life or death of your account at that point. Like that would be the biggest stop loss I think I've ever seen. That would be ridiculous. Like your stop loss should be this green line at most on a trade. Maybe the gold. Never any more than that. If you're wrong that much, you shouldn't have entered way up here to begin with. If you're going long and you've stop lost here and it breaks that, let it be. You've got to keep your stop loss tight to make this money. And I had my stop loss at like $50 on every trade I did. And then I look back and I've lost $2,000. I haven't even traded that much. And it was the mouse wheel messing with my order quantity, and I had no idea. It never. There should be a way to, and there is within your stop loss, your stop loss strategy, ATM strategy. There's a way to put in how many order quantity you want. And so whenever you set that, that's my typical amount, because you're supposed to be a max at 3 and a minimum of 1, of course. So why not do 2 and hit the targets the way I want to and have enough money that I don't have to trade so much? That's my goal. But whenever I'm sitting here and I'm losing $50, $50, and it piled up to $2,000 that fast, no, I don't think so. And I looked over here and I was trading 20 micros on the MNQ. So that, or 20 minis, I don't know, whatever that is. It's the MNQ. I'm not a genius with trading as far as the micro mini thing. I don't get that. But by God, I know how to make the money. You know what I mean? Like, I'm telling you, I'm a football coach, not a football player. So that's where I'm getting this. But I've got to see it hit this blue line. Like, I've already made my money off of this trade. It was live for this. That's the only reason I even went live, was because of this trade. It saved my account today. I'm funded with Apex, and yeah, my net liquidation is 50,274. That's how bad I was in debt. Oh, I don't even like looking at that, bro. Like, my blood pressure is through the roof. I know it is. We are in net profit, $274.90. And it's so close. Good God, it's 2651.0. It's right here on this line. But I don't remember. Was this blue line the line? I think that was the top of the fair value gap. Yeah, it was. This was the top of the fair value gap. My target was 2651.50. What a day. By the grace of God, that's all I can say. By the grace of God. 2651. I'm just want to enter it just to hit it, man. Just to say, you know what, I did hit my stop loss. But I'm not gonna do it. That would be so foolish. You know what? Let's go. I'm gonna run one contract and go up to that blue line, and I'm done. We're gonna put stop loss right here below this wick, and we're gonna take profit on this blue line. We're going to risk 120 to make 140. That's not a good risk ratio. Oh my God, don't take my money, please. Come on. Buyers. There you go. My nerves. I can't take this. Come on, baby. Buyers. Buyers. Buy, buy, buy. We got 11 seconds. Come on. Get on up there and finish it off. Come on, man. You right there, bro. Just do it. Do it and get it over with. There you go. Come on. Come on. You gotta call it. Come on. I'm out.
Order filled.
I can't sit there. Look, look, and there it went. Boom. It hit my blue line. I'm so excited about today. Wow. I'm totally speechless right now. Oh my word. If they look at my account, they're going to see this crazy ass trading and I'm going to be embarrassed. But now where's it going? It's going up, but it's not there's not really I don't know. I don't like it. Anything above that, I don't know. It's kind of scary because look at that ugly mess. Like, if it looks ugly, when in doubt, don't. But these are, it's above a line of resistance, or well, it's a support line right here that has bounced 3 times, but it went down and a bounce. So we could. This is where I get nervous. Try to find, man. Okay. Yeah, this is where I get really freaking nervous. Start it down here and see where it kind of makes sense. Grabs the most wick. I'm gonna say right about there. Oh God. All right, so it's resisting this line right here, and I don't like that. And it is above the 80 on everything, but it's been above the 80 on everything since way down here too, as well. So you got to kind of watch the RSI down here and see what it's trying to do, and then this top one, these top two kind of tell you the direction. Um, I just don't know. I'm not going to enter without having an exit. That would be ridiculous. But if I had to say a safe exit would be right here. Come on, give me the goofy thing. Oh, shoot. Where did I see it? That one. Okay, guys, we're going to try this. If it breaks through this, then we'll enter and we'll go up. It's only for like 1 point. Oh yeah, that's got good. Yeah, good God Almighty. Let's go ahead and buy one. Make sure my stop loss is on. Go ahead and put that on 100. And risking 2. I just saw a red. Oh, there's the red. Definitely buying right now. Come on. Come on, baby. And I'll just trail my stop loss because I don't like having it that far down. Oh, I might have to leave it.
Stop fill.
Oh, come on. You're not even going down. That's the. I mean, you're going down, but you're retracing. That's what you're doing. You dirty heifer. Look, it got all the way back down to this line. Mm-mm-mm-mm. We'll go to MGC on this because it's a little bit too risky for my blood to be in profit right now. Let's verify that just real quick. It's already above it. What? That ain't right. Oh, I was looking from the top. Here we go. So we've got to go to this whole thing right here is a bunch of fluff, really. You got to get to here, and there's like two pivots that we would have to worry about. Oh, there's a lot of seller pressure, but it's trying to bounce back, go up again. We saw what that just did, and we're rounding off at the 80s, so it could be poised to go down now, but it would only be retracement of going down. It would not be an actual full-on thing. Yeah, baby, we're still green, green and yellow, and that's all you want to see. But if you mix those two colors, you get red. No, I'm playing. But yeah, you definitely got to be careful because this is at a top, so to speak, and it wants to go down, but it's only a retracement, as I'm saying. It's not going to be a hard fall. I can guarantee you that because it's Friday. Um, it might hit either this gold line, this green one, or this gold one, maybe this blue one. But that's about. I don't even see it going that low. I really don't. Like that's probably about the gist of it right there. Because it's already at such a steep angle to go down that it's going to turn around. And buyers are on the tape, looking good. So that might be our cue to enter. I think if I can get a few more ticks down, I'll buy. There we
Order
go.
filled.
There she was. Where's my? Okay. Yeah, that needs to be edited real quick. To this line right here. Bring that up to at least that green until I zoom in and see what in the world's going on. Okay, so we're gonna go to this gold bar. That's the middle average price. And then we're going to take this to the top there. And that's solid. I like it. The Bollinger is where I usually put my take profit, uh, right there on this gold. And that's functionable and easy to move within a tick. Okay, so here we go. 26 bucks. Come on, money, money, money. Oh my God, babe, I'm just speechless at today. This has been crazy. This has been a day from all get out. Oh, thank you, my love. I'm gonna move the take profit to, or the stop loss to like here, because that's where it's really starting to see like support right there. That's $3. I mean, at least we've made $3 off this trade. Go! I know it. It's like watching paint dry, you know? Like, dadgum, somebody score a touchdown, please. There, It's about to hit my stop loss. Nope. Buyers are coming back in strong on the tape. 6, 9, 7, 6, 7, 6.
Stop filled.
How did it go down? How did it go down with buyers all up on top of it? That's crazy. But I'll take it. That's a nice retracement is what you're looking at. That's a solid retracement. Especially if it stays above this right here. Now if it goes down to this, we're still in an uptrend. Like even if it's really considered that you're in an uptrend until you break this red line right here, and that's ridiculous. Like that's so far down. That is 35, 26.35. That is $17 south in gold ticks. That is insane. So that's that, and I could have entered this again and hit up here. Entered this again and hit up here. This is a zone right here. But it's kind of hard to hit those unless it's really stuck in a zone. But this has not really been in a zone that long. It's only been in a zone for what, like 7 minutes now. It's been in a zone all right. It's been in an upward trend zone. Where's my GC? Because that's got all my drawings on it and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, see, it broke out of the upward trend. And that really tells you that buyers are reaching the next goal. And so that's what we've done. And that's where the money came from today. I'm very proud of this trade. And I'd like to thank God for it, firstly. Because he saved my account today. He truly did. All right. Well, at least we can show you the strategy, show you how it works, and that the proof is in the pudding. My strategy works, but just not on overnights, and I'm never trading overnight with this account ever again. Like, I'm just not. I don't care what setup I see, because I saw the setups. They were all there. It was perfect, and there was nothing to stop me. And the only thing that did stop me was the money in the account. So, you guys already have my word on this. I'm not trading nights anymore. I'm not, because that's the fastest way to ruin your account. And it's just weird. Like the data did not move the same at all. Like if I was gonna say that it would go up, it would go down. If I said it would go down, it would go up. And that's literally what would happen every time. And it would take my stop loss, and then it would go the way I said it was gonna go. And I'm like, and I don't care how big the stop loss was. You could have it at $400, and it would like try to fake you out. I wouldn't have no $400 stop loss, but if you put it at 400, it would still do. It would grab liquidity one way, and then take off the other way, and grab that liquidity, and then come back down. And I'm like, what is going on? Every time it was a surefire, signal to go in on a long or a short, either way, it would cancel me out, take my stop loss at $50 a pop, and some of my trade setups get $100 on loss. And so when you're, picking the 50s and the hundreds, and then the goofy incident with the order quantity with my mouse wheel completely shattered my dreams. Like it literally ruined my account. So whenever you use your mouse wheel to zoom in and out over here, always look at this box. Like that's literally my first habit of being a day trader right now, that you have to do if you want to be successful, because this little order quantity box can ruin your life really fast in the world of day trading. It just can. And see where I told you my strategy works. Here it is. Bam, 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 bam. 80, 80, 80, 80. It was over 70 here. Poised to go down. And that was me saying that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 minutes ago. So we've missed out on a trade just sitting here talking. As this has happened. and that is a 3-bar reversal on the 1 minute. Let's go look at the 3 minute. No, that's just a solid reversal bar. That's a very strong signal. And as you can see, this is rounding off, this is rounding off, this is rounding off. This is just staying steady. And then this is rounding off. So that's a pretty poised short right there. And this is not a signal. This is just me showing you how to read the charts and what I do. But yeah, that was crazy. I mean, I have made, in total today, I was in debt 2,000, and recovered the 2,000 and made $742. So I'm done. I'm happy for the day. I'm out of here. This was a 37-minute stream. I'm done. I'm done probably until after Christmas, just because this was such a hard day. I'll trade on a sim account, but I'm not touching this anymore for a while. On this account, I'm just not, because that looks so bad that I'm that negative in the hole, and then recovering from that mistake with the mouse wheel and the order quantity, and losing all that money. And I'm like, God, I've got to get this money back for these people. And it's not even real money, and that's the thing. But you have to treat it like it's real money, because if you get funded and then they say, you know what, you're a great trader, you trade a strategy, you're very consistent, you stay within the rules, I want you to go live with our firm. That's what I'm looking for. And so to secure that, you have to stay within the perimeters of what they've given you to trade in. And they give you three, I personally just don't see trading more than three contracts ever. And that's my personal maximum. They let you do 10, and that's ridiculous. Like, literally, if you had, I don't care if you had $20,000 profit to the good that you could request money from it and take 20 grand away from it. I don't care if you've got $100,000 in it. Why would you ever use that many contracts? Because it's literally, your average trade should be like $500, and that's solid. But there are days where you get these big fair value gaps, like what we just hit on gold, and you make $1,800. There's just those days. Look at the drop in this money. Like, it literally just from here, boom, all the way down. And we had already reached above this through our uptrend over here. So I already knew once we got to this point, it kept going up. I'm like, wait a minute, where is this going? And then I seen this fair value gap of another from 26.38 all the way up to 26.52. And I'm like, there's no way. And so that's whenever I got over here real quick and boom, went in here. And I took profit the only way I know how. I don't know these fancy terminologies and things like the buy limit, buy MIT, sell stop limit. I don't know all that stuff. I'm a country boy. I learned this all through YouTube, and I know what this button does, I know what that button does, I know how to stop loss, and I know how to keep it reasonable and to trail my stop loss. And if you're trying to win in the markets, use your stop loss. Your stop loss is your best friend, because that keeps you from losing over a certain amount. And then keep a certain amount in mind of what you have to lose per day. So if you've got a $50,000 account, for an example, minus my scrolling wheel mess up over here, that I'm still just furious about that. But anyway, so when you're trading, keep your loss limit in mind, okay? At 1%, so that's what, $500 a day that you can lose. And I always like to half that, just because when you're trying to trade and show that you're profitable, you're going to have a bad day. I guarantee you, you're going to have a losing day. And that is normal in any market. However, when your trading strategy is 60, 65% plus on a winning rate, then you automatically are winning. You're beating. It's a house game, just like a casino. I don't mind giving a payout because I'm having all of these casino customers playing all of my different games that I'm winning 65% on. So it's all a probability thing. And if you play poker, that truly gives you an outlook as to how to trade and keep your stop loss there. And you're seeing your ace king, you're seeing your pocket pairs in your hands, and you know that it's a good trade. So you bet on it, okay? But you bet on it with that stop loss. That stop loss keeps you safe because you can't bluff these markets. You can bluff on the table, but you can't bluff on these markets. These markets will take your money, or they will make you money. So you got to be in tune with it, and you got to watch for news. Never trade the news. Just trade your strategy. And if you happen to be trading within a news time that's released, and I'm busy focused on my chart. I'm not watching MSNBC, CBS, CNN, all these different things. I don't even know them. I don't watch that because I'm focused on, when I'm trading, I'm focused on my trading. I'm focused on my charts, my strategy, and what I'm doing, where my stop losses are, what are my previous levels for the day. I need to know all that stuff. And it's already in my brain before 9:30, or 8:30 here in Kentucky, Tennessee. So when you've got all that programmed in your head, you're ready for the day. And if you watch the news, it'll actually it'll interrupt what you're doing, and you don't want interruption in your thought process. Trading is already difficult enough. And so to get emotions involved, or to say, well, in the back of my mind, Jerome Powell is speaking today at 2:30, and I don't know what he's going to say. Well, we already knew what he was going to say yesterday anyway. So, but it's kind of like a scare in the market because they are they're worried about a lot of different things with the pause of the government that's going on at midnight tonight. There's just so much. But why would that pump gold? I don't know. I don't care. Gold always goes up on a Friday. You can backtrack it, look at it, research it until you're cross-eyed. That's why I came back to gold today and was recovering my funds. And thank God that I even knew that just from being in the market for so many years and watching the markets and watching the charts and learning how to do technical analysis. So watching this stuff and learning it, it's good for you. Even if you never trade, it's still good to know what's going on in the markets, because if you have a 401k at work, guess what? It's good to know whenever to get the heck out of there with it and cash out and move it to another thing. That's what you have to know. You have to know these things to protect yourself. So that's where we're at with this. But guys, I thank you for watching. This was a stream recorded for Apex solely so that they could go on here and see what has happened today. And me as an explanation as to my trading. My strategy is all in here. Given, the fact that I use the stochastics fast 3.9, 314, 440, the 1060, the RSI, the Bollinger Bands, the EMA, the moving average of the middle of the Bollinger Bands, the top and the bottom, as confirmation as to when it's going down or up, and basic trend lines and previous levels. And that's it. That's all you need. You don't need all this extra junk on your computer that will literally slow your data down. I've got the two levels up here on top that I was just trying to stay within, And I was micro zoomed in on this because that was literally the last trade that I would even do. And it was even risky enough, but still made 17 bucks, and went to MGC to do it. Just because I want to stay in profit and slowly grow my portfolio correctly. And with this, I need to submit a ticket to Ninja Trader about this order quantity thing. Because look, if you click it and you use the mouse wheel and you're zooming, I'm at 30 order quantity right now. I would have a stroke if I ordered 30 of anything, unless it was rice. Okay? Because why? I max myself at 3. And that's if I'm shorting, like, oh God, let me get this 30 off here, because that has terrified me ever since. Let me go to MGC just in case I click a buy button. Like, I'm not even joking. I'm terrified. So if I was to short here and say I got in here at the retest and we're down here, and I like the way it's going, and it's got plenty of down room, and the Bollinger Band bottom is down here and the middle is like here, I'm going to buy another contract here. You know what I mean? I'm going to buy into the trade. Yeah, it's going to half my profit, but that's okay. I'm going to double my profit down here because I know that's where it's going, because it was a previous level given to me over here without any support or resistance right here. See what I'm saying? And that literally tells all. And it's like a magnet. You can draw this line right here, and I swear to you, this line, boom, and you can zoom in and see the price and all that, blah, blah, blah. And I would normally do that, but just as a conversational piece to show you what I mean, you're shorting to here if you're going to short it, and that's just what it is. And here would not even make sense because there's no stopping it from going up at this point. If there were big fat red candles here, and then it went up some, and then it come all the way back down to here, and then come all the way, I could understand you not. But there's no resistance here until that. That's the resistance right there, that little bitty cross. And it's went up 26.14 to 26.53. I mean, that's ridiculous, dude. That is freaking insane. And that's what we wrote up to get these profits. And it was a beautiful thing. I was down $2,000, and we're up $742.50 with the commissions in mind that I've traded a lot today. 140 trade count. Like, that's ridiculous. But I had to do that to get back my money. Because the order quantity with the mouse wheel. So, and yeah, what I was saying, I need to, because I'm a very professional, like, come from a corporate background and all that stuff. I'm very professional, so whenever I do something, I take it very seriously. And especially when it's somebody else's money, and it's not real money, but it is. So it's kind of weird to say that, but you've got to have that mindset of, this is not my money. Even, yeah, I paid the $100 activation, $85 activation fee, but it's still not my money. Like, I'm paying pennies to the pennies of the dollars that these people have put up to let me do this, to give me a chance, and to show them that I know what I'm doing, that I'm good at it, and I'm serious about it, and I have a killer strategy that wins, and that's what I'm here to do. But whenever you're showing them that you're betting 20 contracts, they think, oh my God, he's just trying to get lucky and get out of here. I'm not going to have a payout request from this thing for probably a month. Just to be real, because I feel so embarrassed about what's happened today with my account. And it just happened with the other account, this account before it got funded. It happened with that account. And it infuriated me. And so I started jabbing away, man. I'm $50 in, $50 in, $50 in, and got my money back up. And then ended up passing with fair value gaps on the NASDAQ um, 2 days ago. And I mean, these fair value gaps were something ridiculous. And that's where you get that money. I'm talking $500,000 trades. You run two contracts and you start off with the one, bet in as you're in a good position, run your stop loss down to where you're in profit, and don't be greedy with your profit. But also this is my hardest thing, is having faith in my take profit. Like I said here earlier and said that if we hit this blue line, and I mean we were like right here, and just needed that little bit of hit, but that's a whole lot of movement. That's a whole lot of movement when you're not sure what it's going to do. It could tank at any given second because I don't watch the news while I'm trading. As I said, I focus on my charts and my being and my account. I don't focus on nothing else while I'm trying to trade because that's confusion. That's clutter in your mind. I've got levels from the previous day stuck in my head that I have literally drilled in my head for an hour before I even touch the computer. And that's what you have to do. You have to be in the zone and know what you're doing before you click any buttons. But the key thing that you have to take away from this, don't move your stop loss unless you're trailing up to your profits. That way you're locking in some kind of money. I don't care if it's $15. If you feel bad about a trade, close out of it. Don't let the stop loss hit. Just get out of it. If you don't know for certain that there's a previous level that shows that it needs to go down to this point or that it needs to go up to this point, why sit in that trade? Get out of it. Close. That is why that button is there. And that's one of the biggest key takeaways that I can tell you is moving your stop loss toward your profit. And you don't ever want to create a bigger stop loss, because you're adding fuel to a fire that could be really bad, and it never ends well because the market is there to take your money. It just is. Before it say like let me go back and I'll give you a good example of this. So before it ever has to go back up and buyers get control, they have to get the liquidity from somewhere. So there was liquidity here in this zone that hit rock bottom. So this was where all of the liquidity was for all of the shorts. So whenever they hit that liquidity for the shorts, that took all of the buyers in, and here we go up. So whenever that happens, they needed more liquidity to get higher. Okay, so if you look at the point of this stick right here, and you just drag it straight over, they went down here to get more momentum. When they got that more momentum, so to speak, from this bottom, all look, all right here at the bottom, it took off again. And then it hit the top 80, top 80, top 80, top 80, top 80, and then it went all the way back down and it started to do it again. There was no more liquidity to grab because this was the last liquidity grab that there was. And then it took off. It took off. And so with gold already being a high commodity for traders to secure their assets and hedge their money against taxes, this is where they put it. On Fridays, the markets close. They got to have somewhere to put their money. And this is where they put it every Friday. Google it. Research it. Look it up yourself. But just know that we're here to be a solid trading team, that to be an asset for Apex, this is the only way to do it, is to visually and stream it on YouTube and have a record of it as to what has happened for the day. That way they can see your mentality, they can see everything that you've done as far as your graphs, your charts, and have it all right there. This is all evidence that is going to hopefully secure a position in the future with Apex. So I do thank you guys for your time, and it's been a wonderful hour, but I'm going to get off here and enjoy my profits for the day. We ended with 742.50 on the books, and we close with official profits of $277.14 for the day net. So I'm done. That is a good amount to just take away from this nightmare of a day. Even though I've made $742 and lost the commissions and all that, we were in the hole severely. So this is just out here as public information. We recovered 2,000 something dollars and made 277, and I'm very proud of that. But I will be sending a ticket to Ninja Trader 8 to let them know about this order quantity button. Needs to be a click only situation, because my mouse wheel has gotten me in trouble twice and nearly blown my account twice. So this is a video documentary to let them know as well, because it's all evidence right here. You literally have, if that's blinking from something that you've done in the custom in the ATM strategy thing, and you come back out and you're doing this number here, zooming in, see you're zooming in over here, and you're like, oh, why ain't it going? And then you have to hit and click again. I'm at 71 order quantity right now. 71. And that breaks any wishes of me to be with any prop firm. Just period. Because that's not on any of their rule lists, I'm sure. Because, they give you like 10. Okay, why would you need 10? I don't even know why they even allow 10, but they do. And I guess that's to give you the freedom after you get your account established, maybe. I don't know, but I wouldn't. I have a trouble trading 3, and 3 is that's my maximum. Like, I just cannot. So any more than that, I don't care if it's a surefire trade. I've made $22,000 in a day before and never used 5 contracts. So there's just no ever me using 5 or 10. That's just ridiculous. So for me to be using 20 or 30, something is wrong. And I'm upset that it happened, but like I said, I'm about to write a very professional, courteous email to Ninja Trader and see if there's something in my settings that can fix this, or if they can put out an update to fix this, because this is crazy. I've blown 2 accounts, nearly blown 2 accounts, and there's no telling how many I've blown because of this. And I'm not being passive aggressive. I'm just not. This is a serious discussion that needs to be had. And I hope they take it lightly and professionally, because it's something that needs to be talked about with these people that made this software. Because I love the software. I do. I absolutely love it. It's easy. And the tools are there. You just got to utilize them. But that's it. So here I go. God bless you all, and have a wonderful Christmas ahead. If I don't get to see you guys, I'm going to probably just trade on a sim and just take it really easy, because today was just too much. And trying to get past before that, like I'm on an emotional roller coaster, and I feel it. And that's when you don't need to trade at all. You need to be 110% A game material before you touch an account that's got real money in it. It's just, that would be silly to not. So please take my advice on that. If you're not 100%, you've got something you need to talk to somebody, shoot, send me a message. I'll talk to you. We'll get you back to normalcy, whatever that takes. But don't trade when your head's not in the game, because you will lose. You will lose. I guarantee it. But we're here to see you win. If you have any questions about this strategy that I'm using, you can easily find this on DayTradingRadio. And I'm going to verify that channel name just to play it safe, because this guy is wonderful. His name is John. He's been in the industry for years. Let's see. So we go to We go to YouTube, and it's Day Trader. No, here he is right here. This is the actual strategy.
Welcome to Iron Beam.
Day Trading Radio. This is the guy that I learned the strategy from.
Everybody,
and it's funny because, I mean, he's phenomenal. But I learned this from about this guy through AZB Strategies chat. And it's not a Discord. It's on Discord with 10 people that do day trading. And one of the guys sent me the video to this, and he said this guy has been doing this for about 40 years, and he's phenomenal. And he came up with the quad divergence, and so I'm going to give all my credit to him as far as this strategy alone. However, I have other strategies that I have developed myself over the period of 5 years of studying technical analysis. So it's not just this guy that I would give credit to, but he would have a lot of credit to my success in trading once I get there. So I'm done. I'm going to have some coffee and just relax because I'm